Video number 12. Okay, so we've got a couple of little things to clean up. One is I've got this short trace, the QSPI SS, that needs to go to this piece. And my issue is we've kind of locked ourselves out of it from that side a little bit. But it's not bad at all, because I can just delete this off and bring it up this way. So let's just do that. So I can delete these. I want the via to go away, and it's a smidge of a trace. Okay, so then I can come back in here at 6 mils, and I want to do a trace starting here, but now I want to come. I just need a via. So where can I put a via? That works. Okay, so let me get rid of this extra piece in here that isn't needed anymore. Okay, that's one of them. Another error was from our 3.3 volts here. This just isn't connected. That's trivial. That is to do that to that. Okay, so I've got one unrouted. Let me find that first. I've still got a gazillion errors. One unrouted, and we want there. Okay. R13. Pad 1 of R13 to 3.3. Okay. This is, I think that's R13. Let me turn my references back on. Oh, no, there it is right there. This little piece here. Okay, so we just need that to go to 3.3. And we can do that with a really short trace. I see that easy enough. 6 mil, start there. I want 6 mils now, though. Let's start there. Oh, let me go back here. Say I want to start on this layer. That'll help. Sometimes these computers cause me more grief. Okay, so we'll just do this, this, that. Okay, all traces have been routed, and now we've got a gazillion error messages that we need to fix, or decide not to. Okay, so let me rerun this. And I really want a default clearance possible of, let's see, tools. What do we want? I want the see, I thought it was in here because it's not giving me my minimum constraints. 0.06, minimum track width 0.06. Oh, come on now. Clearance. The actual clearance limits have to do with what the manufacturer can do, and we're using Osh Park. So let's try running this again now. Down to 7. Okay. Hole clearance violation. Which one is that? We don't get to change that one. We can change the specifications. I know that one works. We've used this one many times. So this is hole clearance violation. So let's go back and take a look at that. Predefined shapes, constraints, minimum hole clearance. I think we can get down to let me try that again. These are really more of issues. Non-plated through hole. I mean, I can technically tell it to ignore that. That's all. That switch is just a smidge too close to the edge. And I know that's not going to cause me any grief either. That's the switch again. Unconnected end. There's just a teeny piece of a trace here somewhere. That guy. Silk screen, we're going to fix the silk screen stuff next. So screen overlaps. Okay, let's close all that. Oh, I need to delete markers. I think everything is fine. I might, you know, I'm tempted to switch. Can it move at all? I don't think I want to move the switch. And I think these guys will be fine. Okay, so now we've got a problem of the labels of everything. So we just really need to go through and start putting labels where they actually make sense to see them. And where the pads are, you're not going to get any silk screen on that. So we kind of want to, like, this C7. You know, I can rotate it. I can move it up here by C7. R8, that's right there. Okay. Let's say move D1. J2, I'm going to move it. Not that we really ever need that one. R12. R13 is fine. R9. Careful not to move apart. That would cause more grief than anything. I want that guy. Move. And why did we get, our grid got massive again? I don't know what I did. Oops. Let's put it closer to R9. Okay, R7. R6. R8. I'll leave that there for the moment. R4. Sometimes you end up in that situation where you just don't have a place to put it. I know it's underneath the, it's going to be underneath the part, and that's going to be kind of a problem. Yeah. Can't really put it anywhere. That's going to be a problem. Okay. Well, there's one other thing I could do with that. Let me fix this switch thing here. Now this is D3, D2, that's C3. But if I put 4 of these in a line, I still don't like any of those options. Those two are goofy. This will give me an error message wherever I put it. So I'm going to rotate it. Let's go for 45. Something like that. R11's got the same problem. And nowhere for it to go. You know, I'm going to put it right there, and it's going to give me an error message, and I'm going to ignore it. Okay, let me run my design rule check again. That's all from the USB. Edge is, oh, J3 is still in the wrong spot. There's the overlap. Okay. You know, that doesn't look too bad. We still got some work to do yet. And you know, I can reach these data lines here, 29 through 32. That's 4 data lines, and I've got this open piece here. So I'll have to think about what I want to add to that before we order this thing. And you know, if I really get excited about doing things too, I've got 16, 17, 18. They're not being used either, and I've got a little bit of space here. I could probably stick a resistor and LED in here if I wanted another light on this thing. So we've got a couple of options yet of things we can do. And I think I'm going to leave the video here for now, and this will be enough to get everybody pretty much started. I know it's a lot of videos, and some of it's like watching paint dry, but we're going to stop video 12 here.